G'day everyone, welcome to the Opal Mills. Today we've got a special video. We're going to be cutting some Lambina Opal. It's an awesome colour. It's a nice little very bright bar down there. I'm not sure how it'll face from the top. Seems to have an idea. It wants to show colour. And we've got this up here. It stops there. Across to there, so I'm not sure if we'll get anything off the top here through that bar unless we cut under here maybe and take that off the top and get a stone off the bottom. But then it's a bit messed up around here, so we're going to have to have a good look at it before we make decisions. And this piece, it's more like a what we call jelly, or a lower grade crystal. And this one's got a black kernel inside it. Grab a torch in a jar and try to see. Now, I really try to make do with this. Now, hang on a sec. I'll just turn the light down like that. You can see a bit better, but it's not very good for me, and this light doesn't like staying on sometimes. You can see that black kernel in there, and there's a bit of sand, but this is really getting frustrating with torch in a jar. I've made do. It's getting a bit hard to see with this thing, with some of this opal, clearly, and I have on a couple of occasions come across a few issues. I couldn't see properly with torch in the jar. So thank goodness this week we received a parcel from Justin and the good people at Black Opal Direct, and he got in contact and said, would you prefer to use a gem torch? It's more specifically designed for the job. And I'm like, absolutely. That would be awesome. So they actually sent us one. So this is for the channel, for all of us, I suppose. And thank you, Justin. That's amazing. It's very generous. So we'll open this up and check out the Gemfish. This is awesome packaging. Thank you, Jane. And again, thank you, Justin. Wow, this is really cool. There we go. Now, from the videos I've watched, this should be actually charged and ready to go. Yep. Two settings. Awesome. Let's have a look at the opal again through this. Oh, it's chargeable. USB charge. That's excellent. Saves having to take the batteries out and find a charger. I'm impressed. Let's have a go. Okay, I'm zoomed in a bit. Now this one, this is not so much a crystal as it is too opaque to actually see through. I'll put this on high, because I reckon we'll need a bit of light to get through. Whoa, hang on. Wow, that's pretty bright. Try that one. Much better. There you go, I've got to get this angled right in the camera. If it's going too bright, it's because I got the light slightly poking out. Alright, so yeah, there we go. You can see all those cracks down this side, all through there. through there. And now I have to turn the lighting down a bit more on the camera, I think, just so we can see what I can see. Alright, there we go, much better. So as you can see, that crack right there, one right there. Looks like, let's see the bottom here. Looks like it's a bit messed up internally in there. I think that top may want to come off. I don't think it wants to stay there. Looks like it's delaminated between this top bit here and this bit underneath. Unfortunately, that's a colour bar. So that colourful bit this end may not survive. It looks pretty intact down here. Doesn't look like any delamination as such. Where are we? There. Looks pretty solid. But this one we can see through. This one's more of a crystal, or a read-through translucency. Now that sand there runs in a nice line like that, but it goes all the way across, well, most of the way across to the point that we look through here, and I can see the sand on the inside. Now I'm just hoping none of that's separated. I hope it's all on that level and there's none floating up around there. Not sure if it's worth separating that from the top and getting a secondary stone, or leaving the sand in. It will be an imperfection, but it's not really that visible from the top. Once the colour starts showing, it's not going to go right down to that sand and be visible back through. So we might be lucky enough to leave it, or we may separate it. Won't know until we can have a bit better look past the cracks in the surface. Make sure there's no more actual cracks running through it, like some of these where that line is there. That's cause for concern. Here, it could be a jagged surface, could be just a superficial crack where all the matrix is sort of meeting the opal. This one's been partially, I don't know if it's been cleaned up, but must have been tumbled or something. So yeah, I'm not getting blinded as much with this torch. I'm getting it in. I'll try that bright section again, see what it's like in this light. Pretty way too bright. No. Oh. Right there next to that brown surface patch, you can see something just internally there. Hope that doesn't present a problem. Yeah, I like the focused beam on this one for sure. It's making it much easier to see than getting blinded all the time with this, I can tell you. And I can see a lot better into the stone, I think, with the other one than this one, because it just lights up the whole stone. It's too big a head on that torch for the job we need. Yeah, that's perfect. Well done, Justin. Now I know not everyone's going to be able to go and rush out and get one. I'm not suggesting you do. You get by with what you got to get by with. But I suppose there is a tool for every job, and this one's perfect for the job we need it for. And it's a dedicated light. It's a bit more expensive than my cheapy torch, but I'm sure it'll pay for itself with batteries sooner or later. I don't have to keep changing batteries. Yeah, no, this is going to be perfect. Absolutely awesome. I'm not trying to wind this up as a sale pitch here at all, guys. We've been given a gift. and it's actually really good. I reckon some of this will just crumble off. As soon as I hit that on the wheel, that whole corner's probably going to go. And so will that one there. It can't stay anyway, and it's not worth trimming off. So yeah, I think we'll go straight onto the wheel with these and just at least tidy up the outside, and then we can see inside, especially this one, a bit better with its sand floor through there. I'm hoping on this one we can keep some of that colour on top. I'm just not 100% sure we're going to be able to, but then I really do like this colour underneath. It's really, really, yeah, if it faces like it did any kind of that colour, this will be a really nice stone. Seems more goldy from the side though. We won't know till we get into it, so yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so over at the wheel, see that colour coming through there now. Look at that, green and gold. We're going to see what we can take off the top and leave, or if it's worth trying to salvage it all. We'll just go for the stone underneath. And this one, just going to take the top down a bit, clean his face up, see if these splits and bits of, what do you call it, matrix, how far they go in. I don't think they're going too far, what I could see, but you never know until you get into it. So let's get into it. Across here out to there, so leaving that on's almost pointless. Some of those that run into it, yeah, that's going to have to come off. If it was more of a face, I'd say could salvage it, but unfortunately, there we go. That's as far as it goes. By the time that's tidied up into, yeah, it's not worth keeping. So we'll just go for what's down below. Look at this in another light. Here's what we've come up with. So it's an 11mm, and that gets rid of a spot of sand this side. Gets rid of that tip that peters off into a bit of nothing, and this side we're a bit more broken up, that material is, and going for an oval there. So by the time that's tapered in there a bit, yeah, we should be lucky enough to get a stone. Might be a slight bit smaller, but it'll do. I'm going to do Andamooka off here. I found a nice little bit with a bit of colour in it. Let's see if we can take this down off the top a bit and just get a nice little clean patch in here somewhere. Let's have a look. almost tempted to cut it. I really am. that turned out a little bit better. At least we got some shapes out of it. It's not really the brightest at the moment. Hopefully once it gets a roll over it, we'll get a bit more of that colour come through. Still got a bit of a layer over it. And this one, yeah, give it a bit of a dome. Make use of that colour, make it a nice cut. It'll be worth a couple of bucks. But check that out. Bit of Andamooka Black Opal. This is just going to be really a specimen stone. As you can see, the back's not the healthiest, it's a bit thin. I'm going to cut the face and then just tidy the back up a bit. Could be for a specimen, if nothing better or nothing less. So we get these dopped up and head back on the wheel. Okay, skip to the end. This one didn't quite get as bright as I'd liked. It's got some nice coloration in it. It's a bit low grade. Very watery sort of colour, sun flushy. I mean it's there, you can see the colour at most angles, but just not very strong and not full faced or anything. It's got some nice flash. Yeah, happy enough with that one. It'll probably go in my collection though. It's not really worth a super amount, and the amount you'd have to sell it for to make it worthwhile selling. Yeah, you can just go in my collection. As with this one, it's basically a specimen cut. This video, so that one's got, yeah, slightly better colour in person than you can see on screen. But yeah, way too translucent. Nothing to bounce the colour off of. And so yeah, still got its sand in there, as you can see. It's on that layer through there. An angle down and right up to this corner. I don't want to, might as well made a doublet if I was going to cut it down to there. Turn that top into a doublet, but again, I can just go in my collection. This is what my collection gets. A lot of it's specimens. At least I know I've got a little bit of everything from each field. This is Lambina. So this one though, this one turned out alright. It's a really awesome specimen. Fingerprints off it. And it does have one bit of sand right in that light's reflection there in the face, but I couldn't just keep taking it down without thinning it out way too much. I mean, that could almost be set, almost. But what we're going to do with this one is going to say thanks to Justin and send this to him. And that way he's got a bit of Andamooka Black Opal in his collection. I'm not sure if I saw too much, if any, Black Opal from Andamooka in his videos, so at least he's got a specimen to at least say, here's a piece. No. Yeah, thanks Justin again for the Gemfish. It's proving itself already in the ease of use for starters. There you go, there's a bit of sand that I said was going to come out when I domed it. It didn't. It could be set and bezeled just above there and hide it, but again, this is probably just going in my collection, so it can stay there. But this is a good way to also view stones if you're a buyer. You still want to be able to see things like we're seeing here if you're buying opal. Cracks, internal flaws, fissures, and see if this one lights up. Oh yeah, look at that. It's black crystal. Nice. If it wasn't such a dirty back, it probably would be. Yeah. But yeah, you want to be able to see as much detail as you can, and this nozzle head is really actually good. It makes it easy of use from going blind. Plus, when I'm filming, yeah, and as I shine the light at the camera, it sort of If it's bigger than the opal, like torch in a jar was, you just get a face full of light, so it just makes it awkward to film. So this is going to come in very handy for future. And I mean, the torch, not a problem. It did the job for while it did its job, but I think, yeah, something like this, yeah, I probably would have ended up getting something eventually. Step up the game a bit, since this is what I'm doing. So having a tool for the job, and a dedicated tool, so I don't have to worry about where'd my torch go, did the kid nick off with it. Nobody will be touching this one. Alright, so next video, pulled out a couple of pieces out the stash, and we'll see what we can't achieve with them in the next video. Some quite bright material, but these come with some major issues. We'll go through that next video, but yeah. All this stuff on the outside, holes, that goes in a fair bit. So I'm going to have to take that off and cut a stone upside down if there's anything in there salvageable. Let's hang on, so you guys can see too. So as you can see, there's a lot going on in this end. Doesn't seem much chop, but down here it's very clean, at least what I can tell. It's very healthy, except for right there I see something. Anyway, we'll analyse it a bit more. Yeah, that little hairline, whatever it is. We'll have a proper look at all this next video anyway. But there is some really nice colour in there. Hopefully we can get a really nice stone out of it. Same with this one. Unfortunately it was a vertical, so it's more formed to bar up that way. And this piece is really nice and bright inside there. There's a little water on it. Yes. I'm pretty sure that one's reasonably clean. Has issues up in the actual colourful end up there. Hopefully they're only superficial as such. There's something in there with that colour that we can salvage. Yeah. Looking at that line there, not sure if it goes down or if it's just a surface cast mould sort of marking on the surface. Yep. So yeah, anyway, that's for next video. Till then, hope you enjoyed. Cheers.